hasil dari terpol sama
tes
tidak
pakai itu kalau
aja gue dari keluar suaranya
tes
pegang oke
tes. Nanti untuk hasil terpol sama grand final bakal diumumin di penutupan CD ya kak. Thank you.
dakwah, we will not intervene their movement and their interest, ladies and gentlemen, but religious leader about legitimation to provide the belief of their self, their umat, ladies and gentlemen. How we not engage? So as a religious leader, we will not commenting or giving a response, the critic of the new atheist, but we still keep our our substance in religion and spread our belief as a task of a religious leader, ladies and gentlemen. And how we do promote, we only promote our belief in our religion, the lesson without intervene any kind of communities and engage to the new atheism critique, ladies and gentlemen. So that is our mechanism, and I will directly go to my argument. So welcome to my argument.
Yeah,
So
sir.
yes.
Our religious leader's goal is to looking for a new followers. By not engaging it, it can make you lose your followers. How you respond to that?
As I said to you before, humans have their own rights. They have their own determination to choose they would believe on religion or not. But the function of the religious leader itself, it is spreading the lesson of the religious itself, ladies and gentlemen. It is the faith from the God that they believe. If they are not, by not commenting the new atheism, we are avoiding the conflict, ladies and gentlemen. It's better we are keeping our it is keeping our umat. It is important, but ladies and gentlemen, are we going to putting our umat in a dangerous condition by giving a comment or giving a response to new atheism, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely not, ladies and gentlemen. So that is my response. I'm going to straight to my argument. So welcome to argument. So my argument, I'm going to talk about the interest of the religious leader. Religious leader, as I said to you before, is an icon that delivering tafsir of Holy Book, giving conclusion, and can be a representation of religion of Umat, ladies and gentlemen. Religious leader is a form who control and have a big influence to their Umat. So their interest must do that one, not commenting or giving a response to the new atheism itself, ladies and gentlemen. My time is up. Not so okay. So the interest of the religious leader itself, it must to do dakwah, ladies and gentlemen, by peacefully, ladies and gentlemen, not by radicalism, ladies and gentlemen. As I said to you before, if the religious leader, as an icon of the religious, do commenting or even giving a response to the new atheism, there will be a small pierce between these two communities and lead us into another chaos condition such as war and vandalism, demonstration, and we can mock each other. So to prevent this, this, uh, to prevent this will be happening in our human life, we as a religious leader realize that our interest it is to do that one, not to commenting or even giving a response for the new atheism. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
The first speaker of the government side of the team spent 7 minutes and 46 seconds. Then to start the case from the opposite side of the house, here's the first speaker of the opposition team. To Mrs. Aurora, time is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Stopwatch. I'm gonna start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we do know that we don't want to have a chaos and avoid the conflict between the religious and between the new atheism, but it's it's not about the conflict that happen in between them, but the chaos that happening. It's also from it's it's actually from the new atheism that we have to fight. That even though we do not respond to them or do not engage, that will always there will always chaos in there, because we do not respond to them, because they started that. And this is not about the right, but this is not about who's right and who's wrong, but it's about that we have to engage with them about this religious about this new atheism come into us, and we have to engage with them. And yes, so chaos will happen in everywhere. That's why we do not agree with the statement of how we say this chaos will happen between them. But even if we do not respond to them, if we do not engage with them, that will happen because they started it. So we as a religious leaders, that we want to have many followers to follow our religious idea, our perspective in this place. And then by getting this, by the new atheism coming to us, because they are advocates that view that superstition, then they fight us and not tolerant to us. So it can make our followers lost, and they will follow that new atheism idea. So that's why we want to engage with them, that they are wrong.
On that point, Miss.
That they are wrong. That they are wrong. And then
On that point, Miss.
what?
On that point.
I'm sorry.
On that point, Miss.
No, no, thank you. That are wrong. Prevent the new and we want to prevent the new atheism idea in our place that we lead, because it can make our followers lost. And so that's our goal. We want to our followers lost, because we believe by this new atheism that respect us, that do not intolerance with us, and advocates the view that superstition, that they have to fight us, and many things more, that it would harm to us and give the bad impact. So so that's why we believe that this is not the right thing, that we should engage them. By respond them, we will respond them. Our criticism, we will respond them from the media with our statement, and we will going to discuss it, and we probably going to have debate with them, and that to prove that they are wrong, that they are not, that they are should not do that. And so which bring us to our argument that why is not justified, because by not engage with them, we want to have many followers, and then we want and by not engage with them, it's not the right thing for us. It will ruin our goal, and as a religious leaders, and it will really affect our people and make them lost, and make us lost our followers, and also ruin our religious idea as a religious leaders. And if we not engage with them, they will counter and fight and like they said, make chaos and problem everything because they started it. So that's why we're not gonna not engage with them. We will engage with them, because many things that we see, if we not engage with some perspective that happen, they will move more faster, and it can affect us, can make problem to us. So that's why we have to engage them. And why is not engage them is not effective? Why is it's better to engage with them. And because if we engage with them, that we have that discussion about something that we have to talk about that, and to talk about something that they prove that they are on in the good occasion, in the good forum, and it's not making the chaos or something that can cause problems. So that's why it's better to that's why it's better to engage with them by doing the forum and something that we do not make chaos rather than not engage them, and they started to make problems in our community and in our place. By their idea, they will affect us in the environment, they will make problems, and then also they not respect us, that and they will take our followers and ruin our religious idea. And so why is this why is this uh, why is this important to do right now? Because right now a lot of our followers lost because they are in here and do not, and many of people do not care about that. So we as a religious leader need to engage with them, and if we do not do that right now, then our goal is gonna be undone, it's not happening. And uh, why it have to do why we have to do it right now? Because if we let this in such a long period of time in a we will wait, will they will ruin that, and then they will start to make problems. And if we do not respond to them or not engage with them, at the end we have to engage with them if we not respond to them, because at finally we have such a big problems if we do not respond about this and make the bigger problems if we do not started to talk about that right now. So that's why we believe that by engaging with them is better. So that's from us. Thank you.
The first speaker of the opposition team spent 7 minutes and 34 seconds. To bring up some rebuttal and new agreement, I would like to call the second speaker of the government team. To Mr. Farrell, time is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. The debate will start at 3, 2, 1. Honorable adjudicators, the opposition always said about the loss of followers. We believe that the loss of followers is really just their rights to go from their religion to other. It means that they still don't have the right of the right education, or the not enough dakwah or khotbah to give them the to make them believe in God itself, ladies and gentlemen. So it is really just their rights to go. But if we do engage in the atheism, it means that we also attack the atheism followers itself. It means that we want them to convert the atheism to the religion that we as the religion as the religious leader follow, ladies and gentlemen. So it is like come a full circle, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, like you can lose a few followers, but we can mitigate this by strengthen our dakwah or our khotbah to strengthen our religious beliefs from followers itself. So it is the loss of the followers doesn't really affect it that much. So they also said that by engaging it means we have discussion discussion with them. But if we not engage, we can also have the discussion and debate with our own followers, like our own community. Because if we have the debate with them, they have the same idea as us, so it will make us become better. And that, ladies and gentlemen. So engagement is not the engaging the atheism. It is not very effective, ladies and gentlemen. So I will start my argument. My first argument is that we want to minimize or to get rid of the conflict between these new atheists and the religion followers. Why do we say it? Because we believe that not engage with these atheists, is new atheists, is better. It's a better way to go, because this will not result in conflict. Why? Because we, as the religious leaders, we have power, we have the control over our followers. Like we can give them the ideas, like the comments. Like if we say that to engage the atheists, the new atheists, then it is indirectly said to the religious followers itself that, oh, this new atheist people is wrong, and we should engage with them. We should engage with them, and will result in conflict. Like like they will engage, they will engage, and we, as the religious leader and the followers itself, will have the conflict itself, ladies and gentlemen. And it will make very, very real harm to the religion people or followers, because the new atheism follower itself, because the conflict will pretty much start at debate, civil discussion, but it will evolve or evolve to a conflict like a social media conflict that will make the name of the religion, will make bad of the name of the religion and the new atheist itself, and it will result in the real life conflict itself, like the fact of the first speaker that said, that he said. So they also can give the violence, like the violence also in the name of the religion itself. So it will make them make violence and conflict, like something. Mahatma Gandhi said that really our religion spreads peace. Give the comments to the religion like Islam, Christianity, Buddha, and other, etc. If they give the religious, if we as the religious leaders give them approval to engage in this new atheism, that it will make them engage also, ladies and gentlemen. Like it will evolve in the debate, like I said before, like the simple criticism, but it soon will evolve on the long term, like in the social media fights and the real life fights in the real world, ladies and gentlemen. Like it is evolving, but backwards, ladies and gentlemen. So we believe that rather than engage the religious followers, we give rather than give them a sign to engage, we rather not just not to acknowledge and avoid all conflicts that can happen if we engage with the new atheism itself, ladies and gentlemen. Also, my second argument is that we should take care of our own religion community itself rather than engage with them. Why? Because we believe that this religion leader, like I said before, have the power to give the khotbah and to give the dawah to the followers itself. Like why? Because rather than we give the engagement that will result in conflict, we give them the strength of the khotbah itself. Like we give them the moral education or the the religion education for them, and we strengthen them to make them stick with our religion, ladies and gentlemen. Like, it is we give them the 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 more of the education and make them believe that our God that we praise is real, ladies and gentlemen. And since uh, religion is our religion give this, we should give them the moral also and strengthen the religious power of the followers itself, ladies and gentlemen. So it is all. Thank you.
The second speaker of the government team spent 7 minutes and 31 seconds. To continue our debate today, I would like to call the second speaker of the opposition team. To Mr. Fito, time is yours.
Could you just give me 1 second? Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, just okay. I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I jump into my argument, I would like to rebut I would like to rebut the main thing that they are trying to bring in this debate, which is the main thing that the main thing that the government is bringing, that they seem to strongly hold it. It is not to result in conflict, to avoid conflict, and etc. But we believe as opposition that first of all, we say that we as religious leaders, we could risk our followers if we do not engage with this new atheism. And even if we want to avoid conflict and so on and so forth, we believe that conflict already happened, because they are trying to criticize us, they are trying to destroy our influencing source like education and politics and etc. But we as
On
religious
that
leaders
point, sir,
haven't answered them. No, thank you. Yes, yeah, that's only it. That's the only thing I want to do. But the conflict. Now let's jump to my argument. Ladies and gentlemen, I will provide only one argument. Judges understand that the new atheism community try to expose, criticize, and etc. Us as religion leaders believe that it is very harmful if we do not engage with this community. What is in danger and who is in danger? My first point in this argument is that the religion itself is in danger and the followers itself is in danger. My first speaker already told you that religious leaders aim to expose their followers because the new atheists try to revolutionize the way people think, because they want to make us think that karma doesn't exist, afterlife doesn't exist, which contradicts what our preachers in the religion community itself is trying to spread with the community or the society. And of course, and through these arguments, we believe that this could cast our followers astray, and this could lead to a reduce in followers. Now, where should we engage now? Judges, as opposition, we believe that that the new atheist community, or they engage us as religious leaders by declaring that they reject religion and irrationalism, and also criticizing and also exposing us. I want to get that clear. Now, to answer the question to why we should engage now, and the second question is also, isn't our followers at risk? Now, just understand that we are already been engaged, and also understand that if we do not answer or engage the respond by the new atheists, as religious leaders, we could be doubted by our followers. It could create the impression that these new atheists are true. This is the on our worst case, we could lose our followers, and or at best case, we could endanger the fate of our followers while also losing little followers. Now, how is it the followers exposed to this kind of mess? How's it this revolutionary way of thinking provided by the new atheists, this conflict. We believe that we believe that any kind of controversial engagement through any kind of media, like in this case to expose religion, this will surely catch a lot of people attention. Whether or not we engage them, this also prove to this is very controversial this is very controversial when it comes to exposing religion, whether or not we intend to engage them or not. This also proves to how urgent it is to respond to this new atheism. It is to this new atheist criticism, because they already gain a lot of attention. They already they already spread their arguments. They already spread their criticisms. Their way of exposing us, but we haven't answered them. They just keep on spreading, and this endangers our followers. To summarize the first point on my first argument is that the harm is a loss in followers and fate severing. Now, the second point in my first argument is we believe that with atheist community, without properly engaging them, we cannot expand our followers itself, because they are trying to criticize and expose us, and wherever we are trying to gain our followers through education, through other sources like education, politics, and etc., we believe and etc. They are trying to criticize and expose us when we are trying to gain our followers through other sources like education and politics, and etc. So we believe that we should engage them. Wait. Now, is the engagement effective in stopping them? Now, we say yes, but temporarily. We cannot stop them forever. But this engagement could give us enough time for us to influence the society to spread our religion, enough time for us to expand our source and influence like education through books and etc. To summarize the second statement in my first argument is that the harm is we lose our influencing power over time. This leads to a loss in followers, of course. And the benefit is if we engage them, the benefit is we get to keep our source of influence, and we could even expand them. And this could lead to more influencing power, to more followers itself. Now, after delivering those 2 points and their benefits, we strongly oppose the idea that religious leaders shouldn't engage. We strongly against the idea that religious leaders shouldn't engage this new atheist community. As opposition, we are proud to oppose. Thank you very much.
The second speaker of the opposition team spent 5 minutes and 34 seconds. To totally rebut and end the case from the government side, here is the third speaker of the government team. To Mr. Naufal, time is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna start my speech from 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we've never said that atheism is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. We said they also have the right to get whether they want to get a belief or not, ladies and gentlemen. Because why? Belief is come from their hearts, and when you think about the logical towards the belief itself, it cannot be proven, and there is no end to this kind of problem, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I'm as the third speaker from the government team. What the first and second and third speaker will gonna tell later, ladies and gentlemen. So the firstly, a wise man has ever said, ladies and gentlemen, speak is silver, but silence is gold, ladies and gentlemen. So in here, we see at the first speaker from the opposition team say that their purpose is they want to lose their follower and to expand more follower. First, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand that in here, the actor itself was the religious leaders and gentlemen. Because why? Because in here, from the first speaker of the government itself has already defined, ladies and gentlemen, that religious leaders also have their own purpose, and gentlemen. Firstly, it's about the purpose of religious leader who lead one of communities, and gentlemen. So it means that he have purpose to not to prevent a chaos, ladies and gentlemen, by not engage with the new atheist itself, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, secondly, religious leader is not only a leader, but it's a religion man, ladies and gentlemen, in which, ladies and gentlemen, they will think that my life may not be going this way I planned it, but it is exactly going to the way God planned it, and God don't want violence and violence. God wants peace in this world, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why in here is one our reasons why as a religious leader will not engage with the new atheist itself, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, they also say that about the engage problem that we already told you, ladies and gentlemen, that engage itself it's different with you spreading your beliefs. Why, ladies and gentlemen? We believe that engage itself it's a response by orally to comment or criticism from the atheist itself, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we spread our belief to our follower and also to the people who want to know more about our belief, ladies and gentlemen. So it is not have problem with the new atheist itself, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, they also said about this could lead us to the many chaos, ladies and gentlemen. But can we see, ladies and gentlemen, in the long impact, ladies and gentlemen, we know that if we engage with the new atheist, this old problem will gonna happen again, will not gonna end, ladies and gentlemen, will not gonna end, and there's no point where a person is right. There's no point where a person is false, ladies and gentlemen. It's because both of these are different, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot think logically towards the religion. It's because it's about your heart. It's about your belief, gentlemen. Belief it's not concerning to the logical. It's about you to believe something, ladies and gentlemen, based on your heart. So that's why in here we see if there's engagement and this will not end, this only can increase the anger of both of sides, gentlemen, and creating a new chaos, gentlemen, that my first speaker and second speaker have already told you, that bring a chaos that ever happened in the past, gentlemen. That this is the worst case that we believe that this will happen if we stand in the opposition team side of the gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we said that in our side as gentlemen, we believe if we start engaging, gentlemen, the new atheist itself, at the end of the day, we're gonna stop their interest. Why? Because we didn't give them attention, gentlemen, and somehow at the end of the day, the one who get influenced by the new atheist itself will gonna think that this is an exaggeration, gentlemen. This is not really like that, gentlemen. The religious itself didn't that bad like the new atheist has already. The new atheists they promote, ladies and gentlemen, and so that's why in here we believe that, gentlemen, in our side, gentlemen, in our government team, we're gonna reach the solutions where peace and chaos, where peace will happen and chaos will not be happen. But in the opposition team, the chaos will be start and again to get a new chaos like the past, gentlemen. So we believe that we will learn from our past and not doing the same mistake again, gentlemen, by not engage to this new atheist, gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, they also said about the lost followers, gentlemen. We have said to you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is about heart, gentlemen. We do not ask people to join to us without their wants, without their interest. So that's why it's because our purpose and our religion, ladies and gentlemen, to spread our religion, to spread our belief, ladies and gentlemen. So the problem of whether they want the follower or not, it's become later. It's because it's the purpose. Because why? Because it's the purpose of the religious leader itself, gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we know that religious leader itself is taking a duty as a religion leader. Why? Because they have their glory way. They have their glory purpose that make strength him to take this duty as a religious leader. So they don't want any chaos. They don't want to engage to the atheists to prove that we are the best, gentlemen. No, because at the very first place, we have taught you, gentlemen, that everyone have their rights, gentlemen, even the rights to get a belief or not to believe, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, they also said about that this will gonna harmful. They always said about harmful of our followers, gentlemen. Again, you said, ladies and gentlemen, in our mechanism, we have taught you that we're not only like when we promote something, then they join. We are stopped to promoting to them. No, listen, man. We give them a monthly learn about our religion. So by the way, they will not gonna be misunderstanding or misled into something that they confuse. So that's why we are here also to um, give the good way for our follower. So by that way, they're not gonna be influenced by this new atheism, ladies and gentlemen. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we see here, ladies and gentlemen, why we said that we are not engaged, gentlemen. Because why? Because in here we are not orally saying to them, ladies and gentlemen, we are not orally commenting to the new atheists. Because why? Because it's the purpose of our religion itself, ladies and gentlemen, um to only spreading our beliefs, gentlemen. And also the follower or not follower, it's not become our problem. It's because to the heart of the follower itself, gentlemen, whether they want to join us or not, gentlemen. So in here, like I've talked before, gentlemen, in our side, ladies and gentlemen, in our case, we have reached our best solution in our side, rather than opposition give us like a that at the end of the day they were gonna get a chance. Because well, because this fight will not gonna be ending. So that's why we were proud to propose this motion, and thank you.
The third speaker of government team spent 7 minutes 21 seconds to totally rebut and end the case from the opposition side of.
Hello. Okay, I'm sorry, I can't turn on my camera because I have an issue with my camera. Sorry. Start my, if you want to give any view, just unmute yourself, okay? Start my speech, wait. Okay, start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to clarify one thing in this debate, that the government side of the house always talking about that is the chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Chaos gonna happen in both sides, whether or not we as religious leader engage or not. This chaos gonna happen as well. If we engage, of course the chaos gonna happen. If we not engage, the chaos is still gonna happen as well. Why is it gonna happen? Because this new atheist gonna attack our religion, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the government side of the house not talking about, but how this atheist gonna try to bring a logic argument about how you must think that religion it is not right, ladies and gentlemen. All this about science, ladies and gentlemen. This is what the government not talking from the first speech, ladies and gentlemen. Going to some rebuttals, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, they said that well, silent is gold. We said that it is not gonna happen because this new atheist it is not like it is not like an average people, but this is smart people. You see on the context, the new atheist is like Neil deGrasse Tyson, Stephen Hawking, and something like that, ladies and gentlemen. And also all of their speech is about dangers ummah, ladies and gentlemen. They got the religious leader gonna endanger their ummah. We said that even if this religious leader not engaged, it is still gonna danger their ummah, ladies and gentlemen. It is not only dangers their ummah, it is gonna danger their religion. It is gonna danger our religion, ladies and gentlemen. This is very problem if we not engage to this new atheist, ladies and gentlemen. And they said that this gonna harm each. It is gonna harm each other, ladies and gentlemen. It is yes. We think that it's not gonna harm each other. It is gonna harm your religion, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna harm our religion because this new atheist try to come with an argument about how we need to think about in a new way. There is no religion. It is all about science and something like that. It is gonna danger not only your followers, but it is gonna danger your religion. This is what the government side of the house not talking about. Compared to us, we already told you that what is the goal from a religious leader, and also my second speaker already told you that this atheist gonna try to like prove your religion it is wrong. Your religion is wrong, and religion is not. It is never happened, about sin, about afterlife. It's not gonna happen, So basically, when you die, This is what our team try to tell you about how dangerous this new atheist to our religion, because they try to protect us. Compared to them, they only talk about this gonna harm each other. It is gonna create conflict, ladies and gentlemen, and also silent is gold. We said that it is not the problem, and also they said that what it is the followers like to choose who is the right who is they want to follow this. We said that it is yes, but in order to protect your religion, you need to engage to these new atheists because they already in the status quo they already try to attack you with an argument about with a logic argument and something like that. We said that it's gonna harm it's gonna harm our religion. I'm gonna tell you again about what is religion in what is the atheist what is the thing that atheists attack in the in religion and this. So basically, this new atheist gonna tell you that religion it is not it is never happened like this. The thing that you already dakwah before about afterlife, about the doomsday, about karma, about this about sin and something like that, it is not gonna it is not true, ladies and gentlemen. This what the atheists try to attack us, gentlemen. They try to prove that this religion is never happened, ladies and gentlemen. This religion it is a narrative that that made by a certain people, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we said. This
On
is
that
what we,
point, sir.
this is what we say. It is very wrong, ladies and gentlemen. By government
On
trying
that
to
point, sir.
this, we believe this artist gonna try to attack and attack and attack. So basically, it is danger of your religion, ladies and gentlemen. Before I go to why, before I go to the goal of the religious leader, ladies and gentlemen, they try to prove to every people that this religion is wrong. And
On
who
that
is
point, sir.
right? No, science is the one who right, ladies and gentlemen. If you die, you die. The new thing that they try to bring to make this to make religion, to make our religion is getting bad, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we said that it is a must for you to engage as a religious leader, ladies and gentlemen. Because what these atheists try to prove, what these new atheists try to do, they try to weak your religion. They try to make sure they try to tell to every people that this religion is never happened, ladies and gentlemen. Afterlife, doomsday is not gonna happen anymore, ladies and gentlemen. So we believe that we as a religious leader, it is our obligation to fight it, ladies and gentlemen. Not only we scared about how we lose our followers, but of course these things can harm our religion, ladies and gentlemen. Even in Islam, when someone attack your religion, you need to fight, right? This is what we want to say in this debate, ladies and gentlemen. We it is our obligation, not only us as religious leader obligation to fight this new atheist, to engage this new atheist, but also we need to make sure that this new atheist not gonna attack us, ladies and gentlemen. Of course they're gonna attack us every single time, but if we engage, they're gonna like, okay, we're gonna step back and then we're gonna attack again. Different when you not to different if we not engage it means that the atheist gonna attack you every single time. They're gonna prove to you your religion
On
is
that point,
wrong.
sir.
It's wrong, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we said that by government saying about this danger or the ummah and attack atheism, it means that engage. It means that we attack atheism followers. We said that they are the first one who attack us, ladies and gentlemen. That's what happened in the status quo, ladies and gentlemen. We of course we avoid the conflict, ladies and gentlemen, but they try to bring a conflict, ladies and gentlemen. We said that silent it is not enough for us, ladies and gentlemen, because they try to change our followers. They try to change every people mindset, ladies and gentlemen. They try to prove to you that this religion thing, the thing that in this religion is not gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. They try to prove you that this we need a new thing to we need a new way to think, ladies and gentlemen. By not believe in God, by not believe in what the religion said, we need to think, we need to believe on science, because all of this world is based on science. That is what they try to prove to you, ladies and gentlemen, and it can danger our religion, ladies and gentlemen. And also the religious leader is goal is try to make a new followers and try to not to lose it, ladies and gentlemen. By not engaging it, even when you are da'wah, everyone's gonna ask you, why you not engage it? It is danger your religion. That's why we said that we are doing this debate, because government side of the house only talking about this is gonna be danger our ummah, avoid the conflict, something like that. They are the one who they are the one who bring the conflict. And if we like silent, it will be harm our religion. We proud to fight this. We proud to engage these new atheists.
The third speaker of the opposition team spent 7 minutes and 23 seconds. To end up this debate today, here's the reply speech from the negative team. To Mr. Vito, time is yours.
Okay, hold on. Okay, just give me a second. Sorry, everything falls apart. Okay, now I'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Judges, as the opposition side of the House, we already proved to you the goal of religion leaders, which is to expand our followers, the source of expanding our followers, our influences, etc. And we already give you the harms and benefit in engaging the harms and benefit in terms of engaging the communities itself. We already provide how we could protect our followers as religious leaders. And we already provide to you the goal of new atheists itself, which is to falsify our religion. They will try to falsify our religion continuously, gradually, and they won't stop until our religion is, well, until we have no religion itself, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to point out what the government brings in this entire debate. They believe that, they bring out the conflicts. They bring out mostly the conflicts, and they also stated that the solution to this mess is that they are not going to stop them. They aren't going to respond to them, and they also said that conflict is not going to end. But we believe that it is not true. That as opposition, we believe that it's not true, because, well, the conflict is going to end, but not in a way where the government predicts it. The conflict is going to end in the new atheists becoming the victor, because not like a religion where we have a purpose of bettering human, where, well, we have a purpose like, we should be a better humankind, we should be better, blah blah blah. But the new atheists have a purpose of falsifying our religion. They won't stop. They won't stop falsifying our religion. Well, yeah, they won't stop falsifying our religion. And as religious leaders, all we could do is to respond to them. We want to engage them, to stop them, even momentarily. We should stop them, because it is, as religious leaders, our obligations to protect our religion, to protect the faith that has been given by us as religion leaders, by preachers to the followers itself. As religious leaders, we should protect them. And by not responding to them, well, we keep losing and losing and losing, because in the end, they are, well, my whip already told you that they are considered smart people. But even if they don't have any smart people, they are just going to build up their arguments to be more stronger and stronger, to further falsify our religion. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to say as the reply speaker of the opposition team. Thank you very much for listening. Proud to oppose.
The reply speaker of the opposition team spends 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Last year, it is the reply speech from the government team. To Mr. Fiorigoza, time is yours.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I'm going to start my speech in 3, 2, 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm, as a replay speaker from the government team side of the house, going to give you some conclusion about our debate today. And first of all, I will explain to you that from the very first time that we have a different definition as a religious leader. By our government team side of the house, we believe that we prefer the definition that says that religious leader, it is not just people that spreading the tafsir of Holy Book. It is also the representation of the ummah itself. He has to do to do every action correctly, ladies and gentlemen. Like, for example, like, they are, their goals is for not losing their follower, ladies and gentlemen, but they want to do giving a response or trigger back the new atheism itself, ladies and gentlemen, which is, it is really wrong if we see that the religious leaders itself, by our definition, it is also the representation of the religion itself, and our religions spreading about peace, and the others, ladies and gentlemen. And they also keep saying about engagement for not losing our followers. But ladies and gentlemen, engagement, it is not uh, engagement against atheists. It is not just only a tool to defend our people, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of tools that we can use, ladies and gentlemen, by act peacefully. We already said to you that by my second speaker side of the house already said to you that by act peacefully, that people would see like, oh, this religious, it's really peaceful, and that I want to join this religion. That we don't have to afraid that we'll be lost follower. That why it is not just about engagement. It is not just about fight back who trigger us. That why it is about our behavior, our heart. We show the world that our religion, it is meaningful for us as a umat. We have to show them that we are peace and we are live as in this world as a great human, ladies and gentlemen, as a great community, as a human. So by the opposition side of the house always keep saying about their goals by not losing their followers, but their way are too contradictory with their goals by do debate, by do engagement, by debate. Ladies and gentlemen, like a debating and also trigger some communities. As I said to you before, as I said, the goals from our side, we want to avoid the conflict between these two big communities where it will lead us into another chaos condition such as war and demonstration and the others. But the opposition inside of the house prefer to stay in the status quo where we are still in chaos, but we want to stop it, ladies and gentlemen. So we as a government team pretend that we understand that opposition has already surrendered at the very first time of this debate. So that's all our conclusion. We as a government team side of the house proud to prepare this motion. Thank you very much.
The reply speaker of the government team sends 3 minutes and 39 seconds. That's the end of this debate today because this is the third place playoff. Everyone may leave to the main room and wait for the result in the edit 2021 closing at 3:45 p.m. Sorry for all the mistakes that I've done and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for the debate. Thank you, judges and educators.